When it comes to Yamagata prefecture, the most famous thing has to be the fish with the human face. There are all sorts of things that have human faces, but the torchbearer has to be the human-faced fish in a temple in Yamagata. There was a human-faced fish boom several decades back, with telephone cards and manju, and it even became the name of a sake, and there's even a human-faced fish road. People made a fuss about urban legends like Hanako-san or Kuchisake Onna, but the most important of all has to be the human-faced fish. Come to think of it, I heard a strange rumor was spreading in the Kyushu area as well. Human-faced fish. Ah, that carp that was popular a few decades back, right? Is it still around? I like mackerel more than carp now. Ah, I want some mackerel and miso. On that note, I don't know the full details, but I heard a strange story from my father. One of those weird monster stories. What was it? A cow? I feel like it was something like a minotaur. Huh? What was it again? My bad. Looks like I forgot. If you're talking about things with human faces, it's got to be the human-faced dog. A human-faced fish can't leave its pond, right? And at the end of the day, it's just a carp. Plus, I've never heard of it cursing people or speaking either. The human-faced dog can speak, and it's an urban legend star. They say Tokyo is full of them, but I wonder if that's really true. I don't know much about these human-faced something stories, but there's a temple in Miyazaki Prefecture that's famous for its mermaid legend. Well, that's also what I suppose people would call a human-faced fish story these days. It's called Ryugu Temple. It has a mermaid hanging scroll, a mermaid burial mound, and most importantly of all, some mermaid bones. They're bigger than you would expect, and apparently the mermaid that people found long ago was several meters long. It was huge. Long ago, there used to be a festival where people drank water that the bones had been soaked in, hoping for long life, but apparently some people stole the bones. The number of bones dwindled, and now they don't even have them on display to the public. It's a sad story. But you know, if you contact the temple in advance, then apparently they will show them to the general public as well. How nice of them, right? They say that you'll live a long life if you eat the flesh of a mermaid. Ah, what was it? There's a story of a nun somewhere who ate the flesh of a mermaid. Yeah. Related to the human-faced fish story, apparently in China, there's a tiger-faced fish. Just like the name suggests, it has the face of a tiger. But if that's true, then it seems like there could be an anything-faced fish, an elephant-faced fish, a hippo-faced fish. I personally want a penguin-faced fish. Human-faced dog! Human-faced dog! I've seen one, you know. So, I was driving with my boyfriend on the Tomei Expressway, right? I heard this "wan-wan" like a dog barking behind the car. When I mentioned it to my boyfriend, he said it must be a siren or something, but it was most definitely a dog barking. So then, I looked in the direction of the barking, right? And then, I saw a dog with a human face. It was flying down the highway at full speed. I was petrified. I looked right at its face, and it grinned at me, and then it ran off somewhere. But my boyfriend didn't see it, so he didn't believe me. It pissed me off, so I messaged all of my friends about it. Then one of them replied and said that she'd seen one as well. We got so excited. Her name was... she lives down south somewhere, but I have a lot of friends I message, so I don't remember. If you're talking about things with human faces, then the scariest of all has to be the human-faced carbuncle. One day, something like a wart appears, and then gradually it starts to look like a human face. Then, it starts speaking of its own accord. It's not like it's an urban legend, but stories of it appear in all sorts of literature from long ago. My favourite book has to be Human-Faced Carbuncle, written by the Tokyo literary master, Tanizaki Junichiro. It's seriously scary. It's not like it's a yokai or a ghost, but there's this rigid, indescribable fear. If you like, you should check it out sometime.